So now what do I do? Well, I guess there's only one thing. There's something I'd like to know. Are you real? Can you feel?
Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. Can you tell I'm smiling? I'm smiling. I don't know why I'm smiling. Maybe I'm giggly. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're returning, I'm so blessed to be here to do your reading. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Today's reading, we'll be using charms. I haven't pulled out the charms in a while. And it is a pick a card reading. And we're looking at this person, whoever this person pulls through as, and their recent realizations about you. Now, do keep in mind that the reading sometimes comes reverse. I cannot help this. Strongest energy pulls through. Okay, so it certainly could be your realizations about the person on your mind. Okay, and sometimes different people pull through here that we're not wanting to hear from. If you don't want to hear from that person, bye. Bye. All right, so you don't have to stay there. You know, there's no obligation here. You can listen to whatever you want. You can click on as many piles as you want. You can go find as many readings as you want. You can go find as many readers as you want. It's free. Go click away, okay? Nobody is holding you here. So I hope you find whatever it is you're trying to find, okay? But for those of you guys who are in tune with your intuition, welcome to my channel, and I hope you guys stay and that this reading does resonate for you guys. There's going to be 4 options to choose from for today's reading. And yeah, let's take a look at the 4 decks. So we have the Golden Universal Tarot. All right, and for option number 2, we have the Santa Muerte, the Book of the Dead Tarot. All right, and option number 3, we have the Accurate AF Tarot. And for option number 4, we have the Osiris Tarot. All right, so take as long as you need. And when you feel stuck, close your eyes, open your eyes. Whichever one draws you in will most likely be the pile for you. All right, I'll put the timestamps down below, and hopefully don't forget to pull the charms. If your reading ends without the charms, then I'll insert it after, so don't click away, okay? I'll try to remember. All right, I will see you guys at your pick. Pile number 1, you guys picked the Universal Tarot. And we're looking at the person on your mind. And what has this person realized about you? Okay, and like I said in the intro, sometimes it comes reverse. If that's the case, then it's a reverse sort of message. It'll be what you're realizing, okay? You don't have to stick here if you don't want. And then we'll pull some charms. So I'm not doing an energy check. Just going to do it straight up, okay? So hopefully your intuition is as clear as a bell. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of the beautiful viewer tapped into pile number 1, and the person they came here about. What is it that this person is realizing or is coming to realize right here, right now? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1 and this connection and the person they came here about. Clear and concise message for the viewer tapped into this reading spirit. What is it that the person on their mind is coming to realize or has realized recently about pile number 1 specifically? Thank you so much for this message. Please help me to channel in a way that pile 1 will understand. Thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here, and thank you for trusting me with your energy. I'm so grateful. All right, let's take a look. 9 of Swords. Well, one thing's for certain, they're thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, nonstop thinking and thinking. So what is their recent realization? I don't know, but it's come through a torturous process, that's for sure, with this 9 of Swords. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse, but it could certainly be a reverse energy. Okay, I'll see once I flip all the cards here, which would mean if it is reverse, like coming out of a period where they were stuck in their mind. You know, this is like anticipating what ifs in the future and letting the past fears get in the way. It's everywhere but the present moment. Okay, so yeah, 6 Wands. So this could definitely be fears about how to win, how will I appear, how do I successfully pull this off, something like this, or I want to appear in a certain way. And so there's a lot of anxiety around this, okay? But let's see what they've realized. So we have 7 of Wands, interesting, 6 to 7. And then we have the 7 of Swords, and that is in reverse, clarifying that 7 Wands. So 77 is a master number. Trust the fall and adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of life, and trust of self. One thing this 9 Swords doesn't have is trust. There's a lot of anxiety, okay? And so this 7 Swords is the Thief card, but it could be strategizing, okay? It could be the Avoidance card. It could be withholding or outright lying, stealing, cheating. So let's see. We have the Devils. The Devils. Oh my goodness, I said devils, plural. One devil here. Capricorn energy, present in the reverse. Well, that's good because we don't want to see a devil and a 7 Swords in the uprights. Someone's battling their inner demons here. Let's see. And then we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. Well, this is my 1111 card, which could signify a twin flame journey, okay? But it's the card of celebration, marriage, union, coming together, a rite of passage, okay? Our family, our stability, structure, commitment. All right, in the reverse. And then we have the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. He is in reverse, okay? And then we have the 5 of Cups. Missing out, regret, remorse, sadness. Sometimes it's known as the divorce card. Looking at spilt milk, but there's 2 cups here standing behind. And then the 6 Pentacles, and that's the card of equal reciprocity. Sometimes it is the breadcrumb card. Okay, but yeah, either we're on one side of the receiving end or we're on the other side of the giving end. And in this case, we see 3 and 2. And so I feel there was more on one side. I feel there's an imbalance here and there's some sort of a regret here. But there's a pentacle here, which would reference a new beginning. And the 2 pentacles would reference some form of a decision or an imbalance or a need to choose how to invest in something here, okay? And then 10 of Cups. Okay. Very clear message, but I am going to sit with this energy and get my wands ready because I always forget to grab it at the beginning. Do I want this one? Sure. Okay. Give me a minute. What's under the 6 of Wands? Okay. 3 of Swords. Yabadoo. I need to see the 3 swords. I could sit with it. Okay. Just give me a sec. this messaging is very clear, okay? This person you came here about, they in the past did something they totally regret because this is about what they've realized about you / what they're realizing about this connection between themselves and you. And they're realizing, because I was so fearful or anxious about how I would appear, whether I would be the victor or how you would see me or how I would be, perceived, or how this whole thing would go, or how the engagement would appear, what side I'd be on, this sort of a thing. And what ended up happening here, okay, I don't see that there was what happened so much as I see this sort of action led to a heartbreak. Definitely could have led to a separation. Okay, so whether you're talking to this person or not is sort of irrelevant, because the pain is still here. The pain and understanding whatever I did do or did not do. I was withholding. I was thinking about my own needs. I was not sharing. I could have been breadcrumbing. I was not being fair, because I let the past fears get in the way, or my need to appear in a certain way. And then I tried to control narrative. And all that this has done is led me to experience a 3 swords. And I could have been very, very, very defensive in this aspect, like really so defensive in this aspect. And so there's a lot that pulls through with this devil, okay? This could be how this person copes, which is not a healthy way. It's like I'm avoidant, or I do it myself. I shut people out. I fight. Sometimes for the, I don't know, like not for substance here, just out of a need to protect myself. Sometimes it makes no sense, but either which way, it's like me, like standing my ground and being very territorial and arguing my point, even if nobody agrees with this thing. Okay. And I do feel like for some of you guys with the devil presence here, it could be somebody was battling some form of addiction, okay, or some form of a toxic situation. This situation, whatever they were involved with, was not healthy, because it wasn't allowing this person to give and receive or flow or invest in what would construct some form of harmony between you and them. It got in the way of building something, got in the way of the commitments to this connection, got in the way of grounding this connection, got in the way of creating harmony or flow or celebrating this connection. And what they're saying here is like, they have been trying to battle through this, regardless of how it might have appeared. And I do feel like the realization is pulling through as a recognition here that there was a way for them to pull through or move past these patterns, these unhealthy things, or whatever it was that they believed at one point was really limiting or keeping them very stuck in a world, okay, that wasn't beneficial to them. It was harmful to them, but it created disharmony and this connection. In fact, it probably created you not trusting this person. And it probably created for some of you guys now defending yourself or blocking, as this is my card of blocking. So now they're blocked here. Okay, by you energetically, however you did it. Maybe just energetically removed. Maybe you physically blocked them on social media. Whatever you did here. Okay, and now it's like my own actions created this separation or this block or this pain and suffering that now I'm looking at here. And this person feels deep feels here for you. And for some of you guys, this person never expressed the truth of how they felt. And this is the extent of the 7 swords. I was never honest about my feelings or my intentions of my feelings, or I was resisting and fighting my feelings or your feelings towards me. But either which way, we didn't build or come together. And so this person is looking at spilt milk. I had an opportunity which I was able to give to, and And maybe all I did was breadcrumb, or all I did was receive from, and I didn't invest at all I did was go back and forth. I might have not have chose, or I might have been up and down, back and forth about it. And so there's this like knowing that in order for something to be solid, I'd have to choose it, or I'd have to choose from the devil and this connection. To commit to this connection, I'd have to release myself from devil, fear, anxiety, avoidance type behaviors. Okay, this could definitely be like someone who is avoidant, dismissive, or just like a fear of commitment here. Whatever they did though is like wasn't choosing or prioritizing. The devil took the front seat over their feelings, and so they could have definitely suppressed their feelings, and this is their true honest feelings here, which this could have led to a breakup for a lot of you guys, or just it never got planted. Okay, and so now I sit here dreaming, thinking about missed opportunity that had full potential. This is ideal. So this person thinks that you would be their ideal partner, their ideal person, their ideal husband, their ideal wife, their ideal like Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. And it's like, oh no, what did I do? And for some of you guys, really, it's like realizing that the devil wasn't worth it, because the Three of Cups and spilt here is like someone who's prioritizing less important matters. Okay, the Two Pentacles, the Three Cups, and the devil. So I prioritize sex, drugs, rock and roll, networking with people that were just sort of superficial, or my own image. So if I had an image to upkeep, whatever my image was, I'm known as the player, or I'm known as the single person who never commits, or I'm known as the person who's cool as a cucumber, never expresses one's emotions. Whatever this was what I prioritized, which was the devil. Or I prioritized drinking, which again, if this is an addiction, maybe it wasn't about a choice so much as it was a priority, and an inability to see the reals here. Okay, but still there's two cups here, and so it stands to reason that maybe if they are blocked, it's like there's still a potential here for some form of a connection, because there was a potential to reach a 10 cups, which is two people coming together to create a happy life together, a lifetime, a marriage, a partnership. Okay, so I don't know if you're feeling a 2 cups, but it's certainly still standing here. But this person is really just reflecting on what was lost and what they did prioritize. And now whatever it was that they did prioritize, by the way, is no longer doing it. Okay, so either they're breaking free or making some headway against said addictions or whatever was holding them stuck, because there is an admittance here. There's an admittance that I was lying, or I was not upfront, or I was too avoidant, or I was too held back. And yeah, like for some of you guys, definitely emotionally unavailable. Okay, emotionally unavailable, or just not allowing myself to pursue where my heart was. I was too busy pursuing sex, drugs, rock and roll. And then this led to my own disappointment. So what I do see though is like all about that, because it's like I'm in my mind about what I lost, what could have been here. Yes, it's between you and I, but it's like what you were giving to me is now lost, and what I chose was poor, and nothing got built, and yeah, and I do feel like this person could certainly be trying to make headway here to get back on your good graces. And maybe they're not doing it actively just yet, but I feel they are about to. This feels very much like I'm very stressed out about what happened. What can I do now? Like what can I do to convince you? Or how can I apologize to you? Or how do I fight for you? Or things to be back to how it was? Or you giving to me? Or me getting a chance again and making this right? That's what it seems like. Making it right. I don't know how, but it's like, yeah, and look, these two swords are separate. Okay, and this is 9. So 9 minus 2 is 7. And that's exactly it. It's like my 7 swords, okay, which means I wasn't upfront. I wasn't clear. I was more in it for myself. And now I got to come clean about it, or at least not be in that same energy. And this is the thing I have to shift, because I was 2 swords, 2 pentacle, like 2 swords, stalemate, indecision, not prioritizing, disconnection. So yeah, and then the 6 of Wands, like I said, and it could have been ego-based, like totally ego-based, you know. But it's like they want to have success and victory with you, and they're trying to figure out how to change this up. So this is what they're realizing. Let's pull some charms. So this reading isn't extra long. I'm going to pull charms and see what we have. Spirit for pile 1. What's this person that I'm tapped into here realizing? The only sign we have here, signs we have here are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Capricorn. Okay. I'm going to get the little bowl if I have. No, I'm not, because it's buried. You'll just have to see these charms. So I did a collective. I didn't post it. I might still, just didn't feel like I don't know why I didn't post it, but I pulled this charm. And I don't know if this is a pizza charm. Like, it looks like a piece of pizza or a piece of pie. It does give me 6 of Pentacle, you know, a slice of the pie. But it's like, you know, when we have pie, it like has to be fair. Everyone needs to sort of get a slice. There's only one here. And it's like only one person got a slice of the pie. Well, that's not very fair. Also, I get Aquarius from the little zigzags in that thing. So could be some Aquarius here. Okay. Yeah, we have an email. Okay, so some form of messaging or communication. I don't know if you guys can see it, and it has a little heart on it. So a love message. Yeah, this person is definitely wanting to communicate. Okay, here's the skull and crossbones, which is giving me totally devil, but also some Scorpio energy. So something toxic. This connection definitely could have been toxic. This person's energy. Okay, here we have the music note. So sex, drugs, rock and roll, like I say, but music is our self-expression. And so the self-expression would definitely come from our deepest feels and our soul. And if we're suppressing or not communicating or not taking action on our feels, it's like we're not expressing our truth. And so they're realizing it's like I didn't express the truth here to make harmony. So how many keys do we have here? Oh my goodness, you guys, look at how many keys. Do we have more? We have 3 skeleton keys. And so keys represent information, knowledge. It could represent like opening the door to a new phase. But it's like, again, like which key is going to open what door, like choices. And 3 cups. So it's like this person chose the key, you know, they chose the 3 cups. And maybe they never chose to like move forward. And maybe they had 3 chances. It's like, okay, you had like 3 years, 3 months, 3 chances, 3 opportunities to get it right or to move forward. Okay. And then we have the clothespin, which could literally mean holding it all together. Sorry, I know it's blurry. I don't know if I should even hold them up, but. So yeah, holding it all together. It kind of seems like this sort of an energy, you know, and even this breadcrumbing maybe is like just holding it all together, or holding it back, or keeping you on a clothesline, like keep hanging you out to dry in some way here. Okay, we have a bullet. So bullets definitely, you could kill someone or shoot through them, but they are very fast here. I feel this person might have even been really fearful of getting hurt, you know? But it's like, yeah, even with this like arrow, which I'm getting Sagittarius, it's like shot through the heart, like with an arrow or a bullet. And so this person could have just been really, really fearful of the intensity. The devil could definitely talk about passion and obsession, you know, and it's like so intense here. And so the intensity shot through me, and I was not taking action. I wasn't moving forward. And so it is what it is. Yeah, look, even the dragon. So it could be intensity. The dragon breathes fire. And also I get 9 swords in the, I think it's the after tarot or the before tarot. I'm not sure which one. There's a dragon in the 9 of swords, because it's like they have to slay their greatest demon, you know, their biggest nightmare or fear, which doesn't really necessarily exist, but it's like they got to slay it. They got to, like, I don't know, shoot the dragon or slay the dragon here. And there's a lot of fear about this, nightmares about this. Okay, and we have the bicycle, so I need to move. But we see the 2 wheels, so it definitely could be the 2 pentacles on this bike. It's like their movement, it was in 2 pentacle. Their movement was in 2 pentacles, so they were moving along with this connection, but it was in the 2 pentacle style, like never really making it pointed or committed or grounded. It's just back and forth or up and down, never solidifying anything. Maybe they were hard to, like, the land or ground is like movement, couldn't, like, secure, like, you know, bullseye. They didn't secure this. They were evasive or elusive. What's it called? Elusive, evasive. Here's a butter knife. But it's kind of giving me Ace of Swords energy, so I need for truth and honesty. But butter knife, what is this? Like, butter my bread. I'm getting back to breadcrumbs. Like, you butter my bread. Slice of pie. Like, I don't know. Seems like very one-sided still here. Okay, look at the scales again, one-sided. So the scales are represented in the 6 pentacle, or yeah, the 6 pentacle card. So Libra pulling through, but an imbalance, a need for justice. So this could have been karmic. They could have been dealing with karmic situations or circumstances for sure, but a need to bring justice. This is exactly what they're realizing. It's like it was unjust. Another bullet, you guys. It looks like a bullet here. 2 bullets. Yeah, it's like I want another shot at this. Totally. This person wants another shot because they know they totally fumbled here. We have the scorpion. So Scorpio energy, but what is it? Defensive and painful. Very painful here. So they could have been argumentative and very, like, protecting of their energy, but hurtful with the pinchers here. Okay, and then we have, I forget what the name of this hand is. Not Hamsa, is it? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyway, this hand. So someone can have a shirt like this. Okay, but it is very spiritual here. Someone could do Hannah on their hand. Okay, take that as confirmation for some of you guys. We have a leaf, which talks about shedding of the old to make way for the new. It's like something just died out, like it fell away, like leaves in the wintertime, or in the fall time, fall away. So things could definitely be frozen right now, you know? It's like the leaf fell, it didn't get nurtured. And here we have an angel wing, but one side. So definitely a situation where maybe this person was being heavily guided towards making a choice, and they did not, you know? And so with one angel wing, it definitely could be that you were, like, yeah, just really energetically invested here, being guided to work with this person, and they didn't listen to their guidance. There's another leaf, a tiny one. So I don't know if you guys are plant people, but take a look at these 2 different style leaves. So it could be a gardener here. Okay. And then we have a little puppy dog. Oh, look how tiny he is. So puppies talk about friendship and loyalty. But it's tiny. So what? Tiny loyalty? maybe there's like a tiny little speck here, you know, of like, I don't know, your loyalty remaining, and this person might know it. That's why the 2 cups was up. It's like this person, there's a tiny little bit left of their loyalty towards this connection, so I better not screw it up. Yeah, I better not screw up. Like, I have to succeed at this. I have to do it right. And so there's heavy pressure here, at least in their mind, about this. Okay, some of you guys might say, well, no, but their perception is maybe like you're just like keeping them sort of as a tiny little speck, you know, of like a friendship that maybe was at one point. So this thing, I think this thing is, I don't know, is this from Harry Potter? I don't know what this is. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what this is. You guys can leave a comment. And look at another one of those hand things, hamsas that I called it. I don't know if it's a hamsa, but this one, is that like a keyhole in the hand? It does sort of look like a keyhole in this hand. And so what I'm getting is like, the hand is about its accountability and responsibility in doing. It's like a masculine energy, like an emperor would take action, would be empowered to take action. And it's like the key would be to admit some form of accountability, honesty. There's something this person did not say or do, you know? Yeah, Ace of Pentacle, which is really standing out here on top of the head. So a new beginning, but in a practical new beginning. Like, what's solid here? It has to be solid. You have to choose from these 2 pentacles and make it one. It has to be prioritized. There's no going around this. There's the other angel. So guided, and then there's the heart. So guided by your emotions, guided by the heart, divinely guided to make right decisions. And then we have another heart. So yes, it's definitely a lot of love here, you know, and then we have the ribbon. And so this is a gift. This is appreciation. So at the end of the day, this person's realizing they have to show how they're feeling. And I do feel strongly this person feels you're a gift, you're a blessing. They were guided towards you, but they didn't appreciate you when they had the chance. They couldn't choose between their 2 pentacles, and they were held back by some sort of form of devil in their world that was restricting them. But again, that's an excuse, because the devil is just our own concoction of the mind that says we can't, or some form of a trap that we have to work through, you know. I do feel this person has intense feelings for you, and I do feel this person is terrified of screwing this up, and I do feel this person feels they totally screwed up already, and that they might have a limited amount of opportunity here with you, you know, and that your friendship even might be on the table here. It's like there's not much left here, okay, and the clothesline, like not much hanging on the line here. So I don't know, but I am feeling this person is going to send you a message, okay, and I do feel it's going to be honest from the heart, and I do feel like this person is more around of like reacting because they might fear losing you forever for good, or you block them, okay, but there's like a knowing that they didn't take accountability or responsibility, but that doesn't mean now I know what I have to do, or that I understand, or even want to be what you need, or that I hurt you in any way. It's just I missed out now. I got to make it right. So this is what it is. Pile number 1. I hope this helped you. I love you so, so much. And you'll have to let me in the comments if you hear from this person. I do feel it would be immediate, and immediate would be in the next 3 days. Okay. So let me know. If you don't want to hear from them, then don't hear from them. All right. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2. You guys picked the Santa Muerte Book of the Dead Tarot. So we're taking a look at the person on your mind, person you came here about, and what are their realizations about you? What are they coming to realize? Or what have they recently realized about you? Okay, so like I say in the intro, this could be a flip reverse pile, meaning it's your feelings in regards to your realizations about the person you came here about. If that's the case, then go check out another pile or listen to the message, do what you will. I can't help it. Okay. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. We'll pull some charms as well. Okay, so clear and concise message for pile number 2 in regards to the person on their mind, person they came here about. What are their recent realizations about pile 2 specifically, or the connection between the person pile 2 came here about and pile 2? Thank you, spirits. Please protect me and the viewer and this connection as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing a reading. Pile number 2, person they came here about. What are their recent realizations? What have they been realizing here? All right, let's take a look. So we have 4 cups. Yikes, I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. Under 4 cups, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to see a Queen of Wands somewhere here? A 7 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. The Moon in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And the 5 of Wands in the reverse. 4 Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Yikes. And Knight of Cups. And 2 Cups. And the Empress. Whoa, we don't got a Queen of Wands. We have an Empress. That's feeling a very strong energy that this person feels you're their counterpart. But you're on some form of pedestal here. Okay. Idolization of you for sure. Because I do feel heavy that this person feels a strong tie to you, like you're their person, except they're putting themselves below you. So if, of course, it resonates as that way the energy's flowing, okay, you could flip the story, but let me sit with this energy and stop yapping. Pile number 2, go away. Go away, pile number 2. Your person loves you. All the issue here has nothing to do with you, okay? But you might be, no, but it's everything to do with me because it's driving me nuts. And I could see why. This person, they're their biggest problem here, okay? I don't know who this person is, but I think you bring out a part of them and they're seeing themselves as incapable. They really have like low vision of themselves. They don't think they're capable of stepping up to you. You're idolized here. And so I feel like this person is more hung up on the fact that they can't be who they think you want them to be. And so I feel like this person has kept you in a fantasy. Because I do feel this person has deep feels. And it's like, I have so much feeling, but I'm going to keep you in the ethers in a 5D relationship. And so this means not choosing you outright in the 3D. And so I never commit to you because I am too afraid of my inability to do anything here. Like it's really a lack of confidence, a lack of vision. They haven't driven towards you. They haven't shown or expressed their desire to you. It doesn't mean they don't have it here. They haven't done it. And so you sit in this fantasy land. And so this person is like understanding that they've been too much focused on the things that they're incapable of doing, according to them, which led to a lot of confusion here. 7 Cups and Moon, dreamy fantasy, not grounded, completely confused. You could have got the I don't knows. Okay. Feels very destined here for sure. And this person does feel faded as well. So if you feel very connected to this person, they feel very connected to you. Okay. But it's like, I don't know how many cycles you and this person have done. It does feel like you guys have repeated quite a bit of cycles here. And this person could have just been completely always choosing the fear. I don't know, keeping things very, very confusing and vague. And it's all to do with their inner conflict here. And what they're realizing is like, I can't keep arguing within myself or rejecting this connection because I'm going to be rejected in my action of rejecting. And so this person was completely held back, totally out of fear. Okay, fear of not being able to produce confidently. And so, but I don't feel like this person was letting you go either. But look at this big bridezilla and this tiny little man hanging here. Like, I don't feel they felt you were like a bridezilla, although there was fear of being controlled. Okay, so there could have been this sort of a thing going on because a king of wands, which I do feel your person is most likely outside of this connection, sees themselves as someone who is a king of wands. A king of wands would never admit that he is incapable or anything. He wouldn't allow anyone to control him. Okay, ever. This king of wands. This king of wands is large and in charge. It's all about the ego, all about how I appear. It's all about what I say goes and that sort of an energy, you know? It doesn't have to be in an unhealthy way so much, but it could have definitely manifested in an unhealthy way here too. It could have manifested even as, because I lack confidence, I'm going to overdo this arrogance of saying I can have anything I want, or it's the fear talking from the arrogant king of wands. Okay, but for some of you guys, it's complete lack of it's complete lack of confidence either which way, but I don't know how it manifested in your world, because this king of wands in the reverse could be my way or the highway. I don't commit. I don't want to get control. There was a fear of being controlled because this king of wands does not want to be controlled, but the bigger issue is the lack of confidence here and the fact that you are larger than life. You're larger than this person, according to this person. So I don't know, you know more, you're a better lover, you have more money, you're more, and some sort of pedestal here. And so it's like, I'll just keep you as a dream, you know? But what did this do? This dream energy kept you and this person apart, or kept you feeling rejected, or kept them feeling rejected. And now, I don't know if they experienced the 3 swords with you, or they're anticipating it's all going to end. I'm going to miss out here, and I can't. Okay, so if they have already experienced the 3 swords, for some of you guys, time and time again, okay, it's a repeat 3 swords that keeps happening. And if this was sort of, you guys will know in your situation, if this was a cycle that just went again once too many, this is a deep, 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 deep pain. Okay, feeling completely, deeply rejected and in pain. Now, if this person and you are sort of, I don't know, still maybe is sort of sorting something out, or there's still hope here, then it's like, I know that it's going to end in a heartbreak here. I know. And so I got to let go, and I can't stay in this confusing energy. It's not helping the situation. So this person is realizing they got to step forward and show up, okay, with emotions here. But the Knight of Cups is sort of this like Eros energy, and it feels very much coming from a King of Wands, you know? It's for show in some way. This is how a Knight of Cups sort of comes in, but it is like Prince Charming, okay, wearing a heart on sleeve in some sort of way, but I feel like it's missing depth and vulnerability. This is exactly what I feel. So it's like, I gotta show up here. I gotta show up here. And I feel like this person, again, with this Knight of Cups, like I'm getting really like fantasy. And so I don't know if this person's like, I want to show up to keep the fantasy alive, you know, but it does feel like whatever illusion was going on here, and the need to choose, there is a movement out of this, okay, like things turning here. And so it's like, there's only so many times we could keep things evasive, or not choose, or have too much fear. And so I feel like this person is sort of realizing that they have to step up here, but it does feel like it's a for show, because if I don't for show, then you might go, you know? And it's like, whoa, like you're my 2 of Cups. So there's a knowing it's a 2 of Cups, but there's a lack of confidence that they could be the other cup. And so it's like, I gotta at least, yeah, here I come with my cup. So fake it till I make it in some way, you know, because they're lacking the confidence, but I don't think it's going to stop them from showing up here. And you're this beautiful Empress. Like, they totally see you, someone here, as like completely capable, like all the queens in one. Compassionate, intelligent, grounded. Okay, like completely their person in their mind, but it's like, I don't know, it's like save you for later, you know, because I'm not at your level. Well, that's not good. And look, she's like reaching underneath in the rib cage here. It's like you can touch this person. Like, you really touch this person in the heart, you know? And I don't know that this person has ever really been touched in the heart in the same manner. And look, it's like you touch this person in the heart and all they give you is this, like, from the mind, even though it is water, it's like, it's still coming from the mind. So it's, I don't know, like, this is how I show my love, like through a filtered mind. And you're over here trying to just get equal, like, love from the heart. It doesn't feel, it feels like something's missing and cold. Exactly what I was feeling from this card. Like, is it coming from the heart? I think you want this person to express from the heart, and they keep coming in, maybe with words, maybe with some form of a suave thing, but it's like, it's flat in some way. So I think what they're realizing, though, it's time for me to come in like this, but I don't know how many times they've done this already. Still doesn't feel like it's deep, profound heart speak, but it does feel like there's an urgency to connect with you. Otherwise, they'll lose out, and they have already lost out, but they don't want you to reject them. Yeah, they don't want you to reject them. Well, let's take a look at the, I was going to say Pentacles, at the Charms. Spirit, clear and concise message for pile 2. And what is their person on their mind realize for pile 2? Look at that. They said pentacle, and look how many pentacles we have. 3 pentacles. So what's 3 pentacle? A desire to collaborate and work together, work through our issues. Okay, it's also the counseling card for me. It's like we're able to work throughout challenges in order to stabilize. Okay, because 3 pentacle is about a grounded, stable baseline that we can work from. Okay, I'm gonna make some room here for the charms. So 3 pentacles. We see the fish. And so fish could definitely be Pisces energy, but fish is about the emotions, deep emotions here. And so I feel this person, like, they feel deeply, but I feel they're not knowing how to direct it. There's lots of, like, cup feels, like 7 cups. That's like a lot of emotion. The moon, that's deep emotion. This person feels, but it's like, how is it directed? Fish are sort of aimless. They don't really have direction, but they dive in very deep here. This person feels a lot for you. Look, more fish energy. And we have a dolphin, which is sort of similar energy, except dolphins for me are soulmates. And I see just one soulmate. Because I feel this person, like, normally when we see 2, it's like a mirrored reflection. I feel this person doesn't see themselves at your level. And so there's just this one dolphin energy. It's like, you swimming alone here. I can't match your energy. But there's depth here for sure. 3 fish, 3 pentacles. Okay. And then we have a lock and we have a key. And this lock has a heart on it. Exactly. So it's like their heart is locked behind this lock. And it's like you were able to, I don't know, like, reach them, or you have the key to this thing. But it's still locked. They're really guarded here about expressing their deep emotions. Very, very, very guarded under lock and key. So what else do we have? We have the skull and crossbones, some Scorpio and Capricorn energy I get with this. Okay, so that's like the toxic. I just heard intoxication. I feel this person feels too intensely. It's like intoxicating here. You know, but their way of engaging in relationship could seem quite toxic here, because it's not good. Like, we're taking an energy that we feel is very beautiful, and then we're just like squandering the energy. It feels very squandered. Yeah, look, illusion. Again, the 7 cups. So the dragonfly talks about seeing through illusions. Now, I would like to see an Ace of Swords here, because the Ace of Swords is about seeing through illusion, seeing clearly past the fog. And so they're realizing, like, I don't know, it's something like, you're too good to be true, or this, have I been living in fantasy? Am I seeing the truth for what it is? Are you truly who you say you are? Something like this is pulling through. Yeah, too good to be true. Look at this 4-leaf clover again, like they won the lottery. Does it feel very lucky in your presence? Here's a crown, and only one again. So 1 crown. So we don't have king and queen. It's like you're on a pedestal here, okay? So you have someone who is very empowered, and maybe someone who is just in a higher position than them for whatever reason. And I don't know, like I said, if it's socially or, you know, like money-wise maybe, or whatever. I don't see it here. Here's the bottle opener. But it's like one of those Swiss Army knives. So it has the corkscrew, the bottle opener, and a little knife here. Corkscrew, I don't know, maybe. It almost is giving me like this person was really closed up for a long time. Like I'm seeing like an old bottle of wine or something that you have to use the corkscrew opener in order to like pop it. So who knows how many years this ancient wine. It's like you can't get to the substance within this person without this like tool. It's like the longer they sit on the shelf here, it's like time to, I don't know, open that bottle. And so here we have the sign of Mars, and that's masculine energy. Like taking action, going after it. Mars is the ruling planet for Aries, Scorpio. Here's an elephant with its trunk up. Elephants with the trunk up are abundance and good luck, which we had with the 4-leaf clover. But elephants to me talk about memory. It's like a 6 of cups energy. Okay, but sometimes it comes with heavy sort of nostalgia, like remembering past hurts or pain. And it might get in the way of like the action we take. And so I don't know if this person's been hurt in the past. And again, we see this Wheel of Fortune. So this connection could have been hurtful. Okay, they could have hurt you for sure. But it's like destiny. This person's being asked to move beyond their memories and their hurts and their stories of the past. Whatever is making them feel like I'm not good enough, or I'll just be rejected, or I'll be hurt again, you know, that sort of thing. Ooh, and it even says buena sorte, which is good luck. That's this. Buena sorte, which is, I think, Spanish. And that's interesting because this is the Spanish. Santa Muerte, I think, is Spanish. So there could be something speaking Spanish. Okay, and this elephant has a heart, and the heart is upside down on him. And so, like I said, like heartbreak, something about the heart in the past. Good luck. Okay. A flower here. Flowers could talk about new beginnings and blooms. Okay, person could have definitely sent you flowers, or. And then we have this little thingy. I don't know what this is. I'll hold it up so you guys can see. I'm not sure what that is, but what I am seeing is the card in the archetype for the Kim Krans. It's the womb. And it's a triangle with a little circle, and the womb is the feminine energy. So now we have the masculine and the feminine. And the womb is obviously all about, like, when something takes time to grow, like the child, it has to be nurtured. I feel something's taking some time here to birth, okay, or to bloom. Here we have the zebra. Zebras do talk about, like, being very unique. But also eccentric. Maybe this person feels they're kind of odd or kind of, yeah, like maybe kind of odd, or just they feel they don't fit in. But the black white I'm now getting of like all of their shadows are like being seen through. I don't know. This person is giving me like, you could see all of my parts of me that I'm ashamed of, or they're seeing this in themselves in some way, and it's like I don't fit in or I don't measure up. Safety pin. So safety pins could talk about like holding things together, okay, but I'm seeing a big baby diaper is what I'm seeing. That's how baby diapers were held in the past. And so it's like, again, with the elephant, I don't know, childhood, heartbreak, or like I see the Six of Cups here when I see this, and Six of Cups is like our inner child. It could be when we were younger, it could be a passing relationship or come from a broken home or something that has been developed since childhood. But also, like, if it is a diaper, it's like this person's, I don't know, scared of being full of shit again with the zebra stripes. Like, I don't know. Something just feels like incapable, like a baby can't change his own diaper here. I don't know. This person feels incapable. Here we have mountain scenery. So mountains can talk about something very solid, but can also talk about something very fixed or some obstruction, some challenge. That's hard to move beyond. There's so many mountains here. They could definitely live near the mountains, but I feel like the obstacle this person is saying is like feels insurmountable to them. Like we don't ever dream we could climb a mountain, but like to say it or to know of it is like, okay, that is successful, but it's like, oh, I could never see myself sort of climbing that mountain. And so maybe it's like, why leave this in a fantasy? Here's the downward dog, which is a yoga pose. All about balance. This person could definitely be in yoga. And the anchor, again, the anchor is about the stability, anchoring in the mountain, about something fixed, but they could feel very weighed down and very like stuck. Here we have a Christmas tree. Looks kind of like the, what's it called? Like Dr. Seuss style Christmas tree with the curly branches. So cartoons, again, inner child thing, cartoons, child, baby diaper. This person could be very sort of childish or just immature emotionally or stunted here, but Christmas pulls through. So could it be a birthday in December or January here, or something significant about the Christmas time coming through? And we have the yarn, a ball of yarn with the two knitting needles. Something to be birthed, something to be like put together. Like the ball of yarn isn't going to yarn itself a toque. And we have the wiener dog. So dogs are about loyalty. This person could have a wiener dog or a sausage dog. I don't know what you guys call them. So loyalty, friendship, maybe a long friendship, or you've known this person for a long time, or they're like, I want to be in your life as a friend here for a long time. Something seems very stretched out. Okay. Is they could just not feel at your level is really what I feel here. You know how a dog is like, I don't know, owned by his master again, but it's like, I don't necessarily feel this person's like, oh, you're going to control or own me. But it's like, that's the feeling they get is like, I'll be like this puppy dog, just like waiting for a bone or something. I don't know, just seems like something's off. I feel like maybe we'll just pull and see what's this feeling I'm getting here. Spirit, for pile number 2, is there anything further we need to know about this person's realizations? I'll pull one for the zebra, because that's when it started getting something about the shadow was pulling through, or about being different and being full of shit in some way here. I don't know what that's about. Let's see, Spirit, what's this zebra here? What does pile number 2 need to know about this person's realizations here? I feel that one and this one. 6 of Wands. Is that a 6? Yeah, 6 of Wands. So it's the appearance. They want to appear successful here. Will you see me successful? Will I be successful? How will I be seen? Page of Swords in reverse. I don't understand how to be successful. I think they think they're incapable of understanding or knowing how to win victory. There's a lack of confidence, and that's what they want. But it's like, I don't know how to do this. I see the same flowers here, you guys. Beautiful yellow flowers. Okay, so they don't know and they don't see how they would have success, which they're saying is like a problem with them or something wrong with them. Okay, now let's get your message. What about this? Like, is there anything here in regards to this person's shadow or anything here? I mean, obviously lack of confidence stemmed from something. The heavy 6 cups energy, okay, in this pile, even though we didn't see it. Let's see, Spirits, what does the viewer need to know? Page of Wands in reverse, so 2 pages. This child energy, again, it does feel very immature. They could definitely be younger than you. Okay, but Page of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse coming out again. I thought I left it here. No, I had the King of Wands. So coming out of that fantasy. But, like, are they too fearful to explore? Spirit, what are we missing here? Queen of Swords. What are their recent realizations? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Have you cut this person out? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And one more. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. No, this is actually good that this Queen of Swords is by the 7 cups in reverse here. 6 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Yeah, because we already had the 6. 9 of Wands in reverse. This is good. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? It's the Hermit. And under the Hermit is the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so yeah, the biggest challenge here that's been going on in this connection, if you resonate, okay, and what this person's realizing about this big challenge, they do feel there's a big obstacle here, and the obstacle as they're seeing is them, you know? This person has been incapable of exploring this connection in their reals, and I feel it's very stunted here. So it's left in some sort of 7-cup fantasy. They're not grounding it at all. They haven't chosen this connection, and I feel like what they're realizing here is they're getting clear about this. They're understanding the impact on this connection of keeping it here. Okay, I feel like this person certainly is lacking some form of confidence when it comes to themselves, either financially, resource-wise, or just the stability, something in the practical world here is that they might rely on or that they feel they need in order to match your level here. But I do feel like this person is understanding their needs to surrender to this sort of idea that they have to, I don't know, have the whatever, because experiencing or anticipating heartbreak here, okay, is going to be a big old loss for them, and they do not want this. So it's like, do I want to be guarded here? Do I want to protect myself and my, I don't know, because they could definitely be, again, for some of you guys, if there's like fear of being controlled, it could be that they're like, in my world, like I don't want to become dependent, you know, on a connection or on someone financially, or like the process of Pentacle. There's something about the real 3D like relationship that this person has been avoiding, and it's definitely like stemming from a lack of confidence in whatever they're missing, think that they're missing, or an internal confidence thing in themselves. And it's like, but it's not worth it. So I have to surrender here and not fight this block. Okay. And a lot of you guys might have asked for clarity or an understanding, a clear understanding about this whole thing. And it's like you're understanding this person isn't stepping forward. Like they're too just, I don't know what they're depending on here. And they could have definitely like seemed like they just gave up. Like they're not pursuing you. They gave up. They might be even dependent on another world or a situation here. It could be a mother of a child here. You could be a single mother. Okay, but it's really at the end of the day, yes, they're a King of Wands, but they're a King of Wands everywhere else. And then when it comes to this connection, they're a reverse King of Wands. And they want to justify or validate this King of Wands energy in this connection, which they're incapable of doing according to them. So this is why they haven't. Okay, but I do feel like they've understood and they've taken time to reflect on this. And it's like they haven't shown you, they haven't expressed to you this truth. This understanding is still needs to come to light here. And I do feel this person might have definitely went against their intuition because intuitively, like, I don't know, this doesn't feel good hanging on to this understanding that I'm a less than person, you know, that I can't step up to you and that you're better than me and that I'm like, need to be successful. It's the only way this will be success, or that we could share with each other in some way. But they just didn't believe their own sort of thing here and they went against it. So I feel like if there's a point here where you guys are in no contact, I do feel things will turn. Okay. And if this person is withheld or removed, because it seems more isolated or withheld or not expressive, they're coming out of this. Okay, I'm getting that from this coffin. That's coming to an end, or at least it's shifting, transforming. We have Virgo, by the way. I'm getting Scorpio from the coffin here, and then Pisces. Okay, Taurus, Libra. I don't know if I said, and then the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, pile number 2. This is your reading. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you at the next one. All right, bye. Hello, pile number 3. You guys picked the Accurate AF Tarot. Let's take a look at your reading, shall we? So we're looking at person on your mind and what is this person's recent realizations about you, or what are they coming into realization about? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please keep in mind that energy sometimes comes reverse, meaning it's going to be your realizations about this person on your mind, okay? I can help that. And if it is, you can go check out another pile. So clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 3. Spirit, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. What is it that the person on their mind has recently realized about pile 3 specifically? Please protect pile 3 and this connection as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Thank you, Spirit. 5 of Pentacles showing up. It says insecurity and recovery. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. What is it that pile 3's person on their mind has recently realized or is coming to realize about pile number 3? At this time. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing a reading. So I want to turn these so that we're committed before I flip it around. Okie dokie. So what do we have? We have the 7 of Wands. It says persistence and conviction. Yikes. Okay. And then we have, we'll do some charms as well. I don't know if I mentioned it. 7 of Pentacles, and it is in reverse. Investment and diligence. Okay. 7, 7. 77 is a master number. Trust the fall, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom, trust of life, and trust of self. We have the 4 of Cups in the reverse, and it says contemplation and re-evaluation. And then we have the moon, intuition and illusion. Cancer, Pisces energy pulling through with the moon. Then we have dawn of nights, reflection and diligence. So the dawn, I do believe, is the page, but we'll see. Reflection and diligence, dawn of rings, page of pentacles. And then we have the hermit, Virgo energy, contemplation and soul searching. Wow, okay. And we have, oh my goodness, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So heavy Virgo and Taurus, Capricorns, practicality and generosity with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the dawn is the page because the dawn of swords, page, my goodness. Page of swords, reflection and diligence. Look at that, reflection, diligence, contemplation and soul searching. Contemplation and the reverse. Okay, so let's see what's under this Seven of Wands. We have the Emperor, wisdom and compassion. I do feel I want one more. So there's Aries energy there, and then the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Can you guys see? Yes. Okay, let me sit here with this energy. Okay, this almost has a tinge of Delulu on it, okay? a little bit skis. So we have an Emperor here, and out of nowhere, there's an Emperor. Now, this could be your energy. I doubt it. Okay, how this is coming through initially, and let me just channel it, might become clear as I channel it, okay? It feels as though this connection seems stuck. It hasn't progressed wherever it's at, okay, or stagnant. I don't care if you've been married for 50 years, it's stagnant, it's stuck, it's not progressing, it's not moving. And so there's an energy on the scene here of like, okay, like literally I'm seeing a guy like rubbing his hands like, okay, what can I do here to fix this thing? Maybe the umpteenth amount of time, like I'm not giving up or throwing in the towel because there's persistence and conviction here to do something. But look, his eyes are closed and I do feel it's not going to go anywhere. It's like, it almost is like an energy of like, how do I put this into words? I don't want to upset anybody. It's like, I don't know. Oh, what's the words? It's like the energy is going in the wrong direction because instead of like truly like sitting to move the ball to the next level, the energy is invested in what can I do to like keep this going? Like, what's this though? Keep the stagnation going? Like, this is exactly what it feels like here. And it could be because if this resonates, then this would definitely be why, because either you gave up, you threw in the towel, or nothing produced. And so it's like nothing produced here. Okay, so now that nothing produced, let me just sit here with the nothing and see how we could keep it going. Like, what? Like, it's Delulu. It really, really is here. It's like I sat back too long, or I took too long, and like I reflected, and like I now am like understanding that there's like a need, but it's like I'm just seeing the need now. So what does that mean exactly? It's like they want to understand more about like current state. It's like I'm curious about current state, and like you threw in the towel, and so now I'm just like, you know, or like I'm trying to figure out why nothing worked. But it's not like I want to do something. But this is the weirdest fucking reading. I want to do something here, like to move this forward. I'm not preoccupied or concerned with moving this forward. And I'm Delulu because I see myself as an emperor, so I'd be capable, you would think. But I feel like with eyes closed is completely would rather be in denial. I'm in denial about it falling apart. I'm in denial about my ability, what I can do in my arsenal to fix the problem. So I'm taking my energy, instead of pointing and directing it to solution, to movements, to growth, I am like sitting here concocting and have been concocting and reflecting and wanting to understand why it fell apart and why it's not working and why I'm in the doghouse or why it's not good or why did I reject this or why did it reject me or why is it not working? It's a thing here, so I see it as a thing, but I'm totally Delulu here. And I don't know if it's like maybe somebody like finally seeing what's in front of them. Well, now, mind you, eyes are closed, so it's not like really seeing the truth of what's in front of them, but finally coming out of some state of slumber to be like, oh, there was an opportunity that I missed. I'm late to the party. Now I got to reflect and go deep and think about what I feel about it, reflect on it, ask myself questions about it, sit here and hum and haw about it. Like what? Like whoever this was, you is long gone and is not even here. But was this person even like, I'm seeing that meme of that guy with the yellow coat behind the tree that's like rubbing his hands. I don't know what meme that is or who that guy is, but is that like, what's his face? Not Clarence. What's his name? I don't know. Anyway, I'm seeing the meme, and that meme has like a sort of an energy of like somebody like spying behind the tree. Oh, that came through one of my other readings a couple of times, like hiding behind a tree. And so there's this spy energy with this Page of Swords. It's like hiding behind the tree would signify like I'm in my own stable, safe place, but I'm concocting some sort of I don't feel it's bad, but it's like where I can be safe and not seen, where I can maintain the thing that I've been maintaining, which is stagnation and nothingness, apparently, according to these cards. And that's where I want to maintain. So this definitely could be somebody that you blocked. They definitely could be spying on you on social media here. But I feel like they're completely Delulu, completely. And I don't know how many opportunities you gave to this person or how many attempts, but they stayed in some form of thing. And now they're out of that thing, whatever that thing was. Okay, you'll know if you resonate with this. They were either, I don't know, mean, denying your existence completely, pretending, I don't know, whatever they were pretending, they're coming out of that pretending thing, and now they're in another pretending. Okay, but it's closer to reality for sure, but it's so far away. It's like, it's not even hitting the mark. They're not even considering, oh my God, I hope this is making sense, but this is exactly what this is. 3 of Kings? No, 3 of Rings. It's like 3 of Kings, okay, 3 rings. This is working together. So yeah, the only way out of this 3 of Wands in reverse is to show up and collaborate and be competent. But this person is like, Spirit of Cups. Opportunity and creativity. So this is the Knight of Cups. I don't know, guys. I feel like this person is like into Lululand. I have to do another, before I get with the charms, another round here because I am completely bamboozled, befiddled by this person's energy. Now, I don't have a guidebook, and I do feel the Spirit is the Knight and the Dawn is the Page, but let's flip it in case I am reading it wrong because I don't feel this came with a book. No. Yeah, let's say it is. So we have two dawns there, the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely something taking very, very slow amount of time, and the Knight of Swords. And so I feel like it's somebody who completely is in defensive mode, completely reckless in some capacity, and then went hermit with the Seven of Wands, like guarding themselves and defensive. And now they're rubbing their hands, watching. Okay, let's see. Spirits, what are they realizing, though? Because it seems like they just realized that they were in jail for some time or in delusion for some time. And now it's like Seven Swords. Exactly. Having anxiety. What's with this person? Nine of Cups. That's their own emotional fulfillment. It's a big in denial here. Okay. So we have the Hermit again. Now it was coming in the reverse, or in the sideways position, as I do feel this person has been removed here. Virgo energy, another sideways cup card. Temperance, moderation and equilibrium. Completely off their rocker here. Okay. Yeah, look at the Tower, and look, disruption and conflict. I'll just put however many come through here. Spirit for pile number 2's person. What are they realizing, though? What are they realizing about pile 3? I'm sorry, about pile 3. What is pile 3's person realizing about pile 3? Let me go grab those. All right. So the Magician in reverse, there's that manipulating energy, rubbing the hands behind the tree. The King of Cups in reverse, emotionally unavailable, completely emotionally unregulated here. Nine of Pentacles in it for self card, behind a tree, like I said. Eight of Pentacles, so this is the work card. It says resourcefulness and positive potential. And then we have this by the Nine of Swords that says conflict and anguish. Okay, and then under the deck is a Nine of Wands. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse, but this is behind the tree. Okay, test of strength. I keep seeing that meme. The guy with the yellow coat. Okay. Beautiful angels. This person is in it to win it for themselves completely, but it's like, how do I protect myself? This person is emotionally unregulated. What are they coming to realize? It's like their realization really is all about, how do I protect myself right now during this time so I get the least amount of impact on me? And so I don't know if the big shit hit the fan already. And so it's like a deer, and this really feels almost like we can't believe what happened, and then we're trying to pretend like it's something else. That's what it feels like, because it's so disjointed. It's almost like, when something really bad's happening, and we're just like, oh no, it'll be okay. Meanwhile, like someone's like gushing out of the eyeballs and all their orifices. Can I say that on YouTube? It's like they're not addressing that. And so either something happened really significant, or you blocked them, or you left them, or whatever, and it's like this thing, but it's also like that's a protective mechanism, because it's like, whoa, now I'm not going to be safe, so I want to pretend that I'll be safe. Okay, now if nothing major like that happens, it's like truly this person that's even more scary, okay, because that's at least understandable. This other energy could certainly be about, I'm so disconnected from allowing myself to move in whatever the next step is. So like I said, if you're married for 50 years, it'd be like having a baby, right? Like whatever this is, that I'm doing everything I can to keep it status quo. And now I feel like maybe it could be threatened. And so I'm using all of my resources to maintain status quo. Manipulate energy as best I can. Think of the best possible outcome for myself. And this is what I want to, like, that's where they're wanting to put their energy. Like I said, they're wanting to take all the energy that could be invested in like a solution, working together, move it forward. And it's like, no, I'll be consistent in my thing that works for me. Okay, so what works for you then? I don't know, just protecting myself, making sure that it stays status quo, or that I'm not seen, or that I'm not broken, or that I'm not put, I don't know, like out there for the wolves to eat. It's like very much about self, completely to protect themselves either which way you slice it and dice it, either they're completely in denial and don't want to accept the truth, so it's about me because I don't want to just completely be like, oh, what the fuck happened? I totally lost it. Or I just don't want to be honest. That's totally what it is. And this person, I do feel, has been removed. So they're coming out. What are they realizing? They're realizing upon my coming out of whatever energy I was in, I'm now entering another energy of in denial. And I'm defensive about this. This is exactly what this is. No, it's definitely not going to be everyone's pal, but that is what it is. And you get what you get. I'm getting Aquarius energy, okay, but also Sagittarius from the Temperance and Virgo from the Hermit. Okay, but yeah, and Virgo Gemini from the Magician. Let's see what the charms. So Spirit, clear and concise message for pile number 3's person in regards to what they realize about pile 3. Okie dokie. So we have the starfish, and the starfish is all about, it's like a 6 wands energy because it's our appearance. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like the coat we wear, how we want to be seen by others, but it's not necessarily our truest self. That's how I read starfish. Then we have the frog, which is about cleansing and releasing the clutter. It's healing energy as well. Is this person releasing? Have you purged this person? Maybe you let this person go. You know, with this tower, you might definitely be healing from whatever shenanigans this person did, especially that 7 wands that was here. And I said time and time again or something, because there's something this person's done here. Okay, we see the bullhorn, so I'm getting very stubborn energy, Taurus energy as well from that. And we got a dolphin. Dolphins for me are talk about soulmates, but we see 1, not 2. So, oh wait, there's 1. We see 2, but they are a little different and they're not matching each other because they're from different charm set. 2 dolphins. So, yeah, like, I don't know, like, it just seems kind of maddening because this would be a pair of soulmates, you know? And maybe this person was in your life as a soulmate, or maybe you saw potential within this person, or they could connect it, but there's like a facade here. And we see the eagle. I think that's an eagle. I'll hold it up so you can see. So I don't know if it's a hawk or an eagle. I think it's an eagle. So the eagle represents divinity and vision, like a higher state of divinity, in order to have the vision and the precision to execute in some way, you know? So, but I feel it's like, I don't know, predator and prey in some way here. Especially, I don't know, like this frog. It's almost like, and the Page of Swords energy, like this person's waiting for the perfect time to like do something here, you know, come in. But their eyes were closed when they're the emperor. And so this eagle has very good vision. I feel like this person is being called to take action, but I feel the action they are taking, yeah, is actually threatening here, not helping. Here's Venus, which is divine feminine energy. Okay, Venus is the ruling planet for Taurus and Libra. I don't know if you just had a lot of love here, or if it was just superficial in some way. Look at this dolphin. Okay, this dolphin is like solid charm. This dolphin is like a shell. It's like, you know, it's not double-sided. So I think they put a front. There's a front here. Like maybe they pretended to be like your soulmate, or like, I'm going to match you energetically in some capacity. And then it didn't move. And there was this facade, and then it's like you had to do all this healing. Same with the Venus energy. Venus, I always get like appearances are great, but like it's shallow, or there's something missing behind it. More starfish energy. Although this one just, yeah, it's kind of giving starfish, not necessarily star. Again, pretending. Maybe pretending to have the vision or the dream, or being like a dream come true in some way. Like I could be your soulmate, or giving that off, but then it's shallow. It's not real. A birdie on the tree. And I feel it's like it's giving me the same energy as the Page of Swords snooping, you know? It's like the birds watching from the tree, like the government implanting cameras in the birds to watch your window. It's totally what I'm getting from this. This person is snooping on you. This reading's not very good, you guys. I don't know what to say. And then we have the Hourglass. So with the Hermit too, it's like maybe this person has been, you know, in silent mode for quite some time here with this Hourglass. It's like there's been like too much time has passed, like time has run out, or you're completely ran out of time. And this is the only bronze or gold charm. And so I think time was a big factor here. It's like too late, too long. We have a feather. Feathers do talk about getting signs from our ancestors that we're on the right path. So maybe this person is getting like signs to do something different, whether they did or didn't. That's the question. Yeah, and a paw print. So the paw following a path, being guided by something. Maybe they were guided by their animal instinct here with this paw, you know. This looks like a bear paw, and bears do represent the emperor in the Lenormand. It's like a boss or a father figure or stubborn energy. So it does seem like the emperor was driven by some sort of animal instinct here, which overpowered. Okay, here's the fairy. Fairies can talk about magic. And health here, when we see a fairy in a video game, it like gives you health or HP. The same with this frog's like healing. Is this person like healing away, trying to heal from something, or avoiding the healing that they're being guided to do? I do feel like you're definitely doing healing if this resonates with you. Beautiful butterfly, which is all about transformation. So you might have completely transformed here, completely healed. Okay, and then we have the fleur-de-lis. So we could have some French-speaking energy here. Oops. Hang on one sec. Oh my gosh, I just got on the screen. Oh, it's coming up again. Hold on. Sorry. I got up on the screen, my antivirus popped up and it said scams could look real in big letters. Scams could look real. I feel there's somewhat of a scam here. There's definitely, you feel scammed, and I wouldn't blame you for feeling this way. And look, the shell. So what's behind the shell is like what's important, but it's like guarded, defensive. Like the real meaning is like being guarded here by like some exterior thing. And I don't know what this is, but this came out in pile 1. No idea what that is. Let's see, Spirit, what am I missing? I feel we need to see something here, okay? Because their realizations, honestly, is Delulu. That's what it is. I just need to protect myself more now that I'm like coming around here to see the doubt. It's almost like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm getting? Bull in the china shop. It's like I was a bull in a china shop. Okay, and so if that page was a Knight of Swords, it's like a bull in a china shop. That's totally what that Page of Swords is like. Okay, reckless. I break everything, and then I go away, and then I sleep on it, and then I go back. And I go back, but instead of like coming back to the store with like knowing I broke things, coming back with a check, or knowing I'm going to have to clean up with like mops and brooms, I come back to just like look at the damage, you know, like, oh, that's what I did. That's totally what I'm getting. And so it's like looking at your social media, like, or whatever, like, I don't know if they're just coming to see like, how's your shop? Like, well, what do you mean, how's my shop? You totally did this. It's giving me anxiety. Let's see, Spirit, for pile number 3, this person, what are we missing? I don't want to spend more time on this person, but I feel there might be something I'm not seeing. And if you do resonate with this, God bless your soul. Spirit, well, what is it pile 3 needs to know? Whatever pile 3 needs to know, whether it be about this person or just a message they're needing to hear regarding closure or peace or whatever the hell is going on here. 3 of Pentacles. So that is the working together card. It says collaboration and competence. I don't feel this person's competent. 7 of Cups. speculation, and opportunity. What else does pile number 3 need to know right here, right now? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. We have the Star in reverse, harmony and renewal, Aquarius energy, and then we have the Four of Wands, prosperity and harmony. So 2 cards of harmony in reverse. I'll pull one more. Okay, I'll pull 3 more. The 2 of Pentacles, fluctuation and adaptability. And we have the 8 of Wands, alignment and progress, and it is in reverse. And then we have metamorphosis, the Death card, profound change and self-awareness. Okay, 7 cups with the 2 pentacles right here. Pile number 3. Whatever your situation was, I don't know if you have some form of a wish, okay? Because it could be heavy on the Delulu if we're still wishing for something that's not happening just yet. Okay, I'm not saying don't have wishes or whatever. If you are thinking that somehow there's going to be some harmony here with this person, that they're going to come around here all of a sudden to want to work with you, that's an untruth, and I'm not here to crack that illusion, because you don't want to be an illusion, right? And so what Spirit is really talking about here is the choice is yours. Okay, and for a lot of you guys, you already gave up, like, on the fact that this person is even harmonious. Okay, like, and that they're going to realize there's no hope here for them to build a 4 of Wands. Okay, now, if for whatever reason you feel something destined here, and you know that it's something destined, do not let whatever happened get in your way of what you're being guided to do. I rarely say this thing, but it's very true. Nobody can tell you in your journey, and I'm not giving you false hope of anything, okay? But something might feel very destined here, and we might feel like, screw it, let's completely throw this in the garbage because this person is just like proving complete opposite. If that's the case, okay, if there's an intensity and a knowing, now I'm not talking to Lulu, and I'm not talking any sort of limerence, okay? I'm truly talking about, because why I'm saying this is I'm seeing a 4 of Wands, which is my twin flame. The twin flame journey, unless someone's been on it, they have no fucking clue. And they're going to tell you, oh, this is just move on. And well, no. If I can't sort through whatever just happened, okay, because something was divinely orchestrated here, okay, we can't just surpass divine intervention and divine timing and all of this because we want to be scientists and because we don't want to appear stupid. There's such a thing as spiritual realms and spiritual connections, but they don't hold you hostage. However, there's contracts, and they hold you to understanding certain things. Okay, soul searching here. And until that lesson is understood, be it with a stubborn person, be it with someone who's completely delulu, you don't pick or choose. Spirit picks and chooses, and Spirit is saying, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. You're being guided for a very good reason. Even if you feel you're up in the air, things seem like hopeless, you're completely in fantasy here, not knowing left from right, what's going on with this person. This is all for you to gain self-awareness, for things to transform. Things will transform. Okay, this is the Death card. Things will never be the same. Things have to be released and healed for there to be change. And this is why this is happening. Now, does this mean you're going to be with this person forever and a day? No. I don't necessarily think that that's what it means, but if that's what this lesson is required, then Spirit's saying this is something that comes of this, and you can't choose it. And we like to think, well, free will, and I could choose. At a certain point, you'll be able to choose whether it's this person or not. But right now, if you resonate with this twin flame thing, if you resonate with massive disappointment right here, and you're like wanting to completely give up, Spirit is saying, trust the divine timing, trust in this lesson, trust it might appear as something here, but it's really something on the back end. It might appear as nothingness. You might have really connected with this person being some form of a soulmate here. Okay, although I do feel soulmates are different than twin flames, but you might have felt a soul connection here. And it's like, whoa, this person just completely did the opposite. Now, it doesn't take away that they're maybe stubborn, that they're maybe being fake. This could definitely be a twin flame, fake, snooping. Snooping, because they might be very stuck on this connection and not knowing why. And it's because there's a transformation that's needed here. And so I see the sneaky guy behind the tree. You know, Seven Swords, completely in denial, completely delulu, all wrapped up about themselves with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So I don't need anybody to believe in a twin flame or not. That's just a label, but it's a very real spiritual connection that one can experience. Do not let anyone tell you you're crazy, okay? But do not hang on to like a connection because it feels like this. Just allow spirits to guide you and don't allow your experience to shame you or hold you back or disappoint you or make you feel any sorts of ways here, like completely hopeless or helpless or like you did something wrong, okay? Because I do feel you're being guided. Okay, that's for whoever resonates with this. For the rest of you guys, let go of whatever illusion you might have here that somehow this person's going to come correctly at any point. Okay, now they may, but at any point here, you're going to be long gone by the time this person, unless you're soul bound to this person. Okay, because this person is still completely out to lunch here, imbalanced completely, and they're putting on one sort of facade here. And I don't know how much they're hanging on to you or this connection, you know, and it could be vice versa. So you'll know what applies to you here, okay? I don't want to confuse any of you guys, but I do feel some of you guys are definitely being guided to transform, to heal, to go through this metamorphosis, to experience this thing. We saw the masculine, the feminine energy pulling through, okay, which is all about our own energy getting balanced internally, which is all what these journeys are about. The masculine and feminine coming into balance, into union. Okay, and healing certain parts of self that we were needing mirrored in another. Okay, so pile number 3. This is your reading. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you at the next one. All right, bye-bye. Pile number 4, you guys picked the Osiris Tarot, and I'm going to move your box out of the way because it's a big box. And we're looking at the person on your mind and how it is that this person, or what it is that this person is realizing or coming to realize about you. Okay, you or the connection. So the reading could come reverse, meaning it's going to be your recent realizations, okay, or what you're coming to realize. And if that's the case, you can listen or go elsewhere. Okay, but I do intend on it being the person you came here about. So clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Beautiful angels. Pile number 4, person on their mind. And what is it that this person is coming to realize? What is it that pile 4's person is coming to realize or has realized about pile 4 specifically at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Please protect me and pile 4 and this connection as I channel this message. These cards feel very stiff. For the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Let's try that again. No, it feels... I'm just going to ring a bell, okay? So mute your phone or your computer. I haven't had to ring a bell in a while. All right, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Feel very stiff. Have you heard from this person in a while or not? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4. Is this person a little awkward? Seems very much awkward or nervous in front of you or around you. Maybe they did something to be nervous about. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Under that, the 10 Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness. So 10 Swords is talk about an ending, although it is in reverse. So did an ending happen a while ago? Or are they preventing some form of an ending? What definitely points to an awkwardness here. Your energy does feel like it's this Queen of Pentacles, though. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded, beautiful energy. Maybe you're just doing your own thing, focused on work, getting your ishness together. Some of you guys might be a single mom. Page of Pentacles. So child, mother type energy pulling through here. Knight of Cups. Okay. I'm getting some Leo too from this lion here. Empress. Some strong mother energy here. Taurus, Libra energy. I don't know if I got to cover that, but maybe. And we have the Emperor. Oh my goodness. Emperor and the Empress. Father and mother energy. Okay, and then we have the Magician, more Virgo, Gemini, and the Devil, Capricorn. Okay, what's under that? Five of Wands in reverse. What's under that? The Fool, Aquarius energy. Okay, let me sit here with this energy. What has this person realized? Okay, pile number 4. I feel you're off doing your own thing, or this person's big anticipation here is you're going to end things and just focus on your own self. Maybe you've already been focusing on your own self here and they're just anticipating, like, this could be an ending that's kind of over time. It just peters out because there's a lack. I don't know. It's like because there was a lack, it just slowly morphed into, I just don't talk to you no more. Or I just sort of did my own thing and now we're no longer can be together or make it work. Or you broke up with this person a long time ago and you're sort of just doing your own thing. That could definitely be a thing. But there's an anticipation that they'll lose you forever, either which way. Okay? And so I feel like this person is definitely pulled by your energy here. If there was question whether this person is, really like pulled to your energy obsessively, yes. Okay, and I feel like this is pulling this person to do something about this. I feel this person is coming to realize they want a new beginning. Okay, this person does not want to argue. I feel this person feels like maybe if you've had too many arguments, it's like if there's too many arguments here, if I'm not on the same page, it's going to end. And so I can't come combative. I can't come in an energy that's like trying to, I don't know, like argue your position or like create conflict here. And so this person's like, I want to come in peace. I don't want to make things worse or be, it's like, it's almost too like, remember I said a stiff energy at the beginning or like tail between the legs or feeling like awkward? Because if you had an ending or a no contact, this person, even if you're not talking to them and it's an ending, to them, it's not the end. To them, it's like, I want to put water under the bridge and I just want to start over here. But if I come forward, all of a sudden, what do I say? How do I smooth things over? Maybe it was a big blow up, After all, you might have experienced an ending here with them. And it's like, can't we just like put it under they won't say this, but it's like they want to just put that experience under the bridge so that they can have a new beginning and forget about past baggage here in some way. And if there hasn't been an ending here, it's like, I know if I don't come forward and have this new beginning, then you might totally be long gone. And so I'm driven to do this. Okay, this person definitely feels like you're their yin to their yang. Okay, there's a masculine, feminine energy. So it could be someone you're married to for sure. It could be your divine counterpart here with the Empress and the Emperor. Definitely see you as their person. Okay, and they see that there's an opportunity here to start anew. And this person wants to express. And they want to express their feelings and they want to come forward and they want to experience a newness of this connection, whatever new means. Now, this could be, I want to experience a new cycle with you. I don't like this last cycle that ended. So now there's a new opportunity, And it's like, let's both be on the same page. In fact, they're both like facing the same way. They want to be on the same page as you. And they want to be in cooperative energy is what I really get. And I feel they feel very strongly about this. And I also feel like if you're not giving this person the time of day, because some of you guys could have blocked them if you no contacted or if there's no contact here or just like completely removed. I feel this person's like, I'm not going to stop until I make it right. I don't want to stop until we try again. I don't want to stop until we have this opportunity for a new beginning. And I want to do whatever I can. It's like whatever I can say or do. I don't feel it's like to trick you so much as it is. I do feel this person could definitely be codependent on you. Okay. So either you had a codependent relationship or they just see you as their other half. And it's like, I can't function here. I can't move on or I can't move forward. I don't want you moving on or moving forward. I'm attached to you. I'm attached to what this could be. I'm attached to the story that I could have saved this or can save this. And if I don't do it, if I don't do it, then I've lost out. And so I don't want to lose out. And I want a new beginning. But this person is like, they don't want conflict. So it's like, okay, I'll do anything here, but I don't want to argue. And maybe they have to confront some form of thing. Like, I don't know, like, why was there an ending, or why would there be an ending? Like, what are they doing here that's so bad that has made you point your nose in a different direction? Something they did. Maybe did you guys argue too much, or they didn't agree, and it's like, okay, let's just not talk about that. Like, that's what it seems like. Like, let's just throw the dirt under the rug and move forward now. I used to have a boss like this, you know? It's like, but it doesn't solve anything. It's just like, he just wants to like move forward. And I get it at work, maybe because you just got to keep functioning. But it's like, but what about the issue? There's an issue here. And this person is conflict adverse. They don't want to deal with the issue. They just want a Groundhog's Day it and start anew because I'm obsessed with you. And I don't want to let you go. And I'll do whatever I can here. You're my person. And so if you were a big part of this person's world, like, I don't know, doing their dishes or something, you know, or the house is falling apart here. It's like, well, I miss you and I want to express to you how I feel. I feel there's a lot of like sexual energy going through from the Lion and the Devil here as well. 9 Pentacles. So some of you guys might be like starting new without this person. Like, you might be single now and they're like, whoa, they're just going to start new. They're going to be single. They're going to be independent from me. I think this person wants to keep you in a codependent thing with them. You know, because a lot of you guys might have started new, or they're just anticipating if this ends, when it ends, when I can no longer influence you, when I can no longer fight for you, when I'm no longer in the picture here, like getting in your way. When that is too far away, or you're too far removed, you're just going to be independently single, moving on, having a new beginning. I'm just going to be baggage left in the past. This person does not want to be forgotten about. Yeah, look at this. So this person feels a strong soul bond with you, okay? And I do feel they want a reconciliation. Like, they want things to be, I don't know, between you and them, however they were, whatever makes them feel safe, whatever makes them feel like this feels very safe. They feel very connected to you emotionally. Their soul recognizes you. It feels very safe to them, but it's like, I don't know what you guys argued about, and they just want it to go back to the safe zone. It's like, okay, I'll come forward with a reconciliation of whatever I need to do or say. And so I do feel this person's going to come talk to you, but what are they going to say? It's more like, I don't know, like if sexual energy works, then that would be what they do. But if that's not going to work, then it's like, maybe I got to express myself in a different way here to show that I care, you know, whatever that looks like. But I do feel it's a little bit acting to save rather than a truthful depth, like heart revealing conversation. And this is like, you know, a page. Like, pages aren't really deep sort of communicators. So communication, and then just to start new, to leave the baggage in the past, you know. But it's like they see themselves as an emperor or an empress. And so, but an emperor and an empress would work through issues. They don't have a page style of communication. I feel like there's another message coming through here. And I feel like maybe some of you guys were really wanting like a tangible 3D growth of something here. And this could be an argument you guys had. This could have been your position if you're the Empress. Okay, I'm getting it from the Empress. It's like, what I want is a pentacle, an ace of pentacle, you know, like, let's talk about this, growing this thing, this tangible thing, this relationship. And this Emperor, okay, he could be on a different page here. And it could have been that his drive was more animalistic. So it could have been around desire for sure. Or it could be a need to take action on feelings, express one's emotions, and act on this desire and these emotions, and come forward and do like an emperor would do. Okay, but it could be that with this devil right beside this emperor, this person, regardless if it's a masculine or feminine, okay, like gender, because I'm talking energy. Here I'm talking energy, not gender. Okay, so if you get all triggered saying, well, you people, blah, blah, blah. If I want to say masculine gender, I will. If I want to say masculine energy, I will. I'm talking about energy. Energy here, this devil. Something unhealthy about how this person maybe takes action on their expressing their emotions or their desire towards this connection that resulted in some form of an ending here. Okay, and so now all I'm left is with my devilly understanding. So it's an unhealthy way of expressing it, or I've learned some way that's toxic potentially. Okay, I don't know what toxic really means so much as it is unhealthy to this connection. So it's a way I cope, something maybe that holds me back, or a fear I have, or some form of understanding I have that's held me back or has held this connection back, or the main thorn in the side of this connection. And so it's still here. But let's just, like I said, sweep it under the rug. I want to come forward in some way. So what they're realizing is I don't want to lose you. I don't want to argue. I want a new beginning. I see you as my person. And we can have this new opportunity here. You're going to get too far away. I don't want you to get far away. You're not focused on me. I feel a soul bond to you. You make me feel safe and warm. But I might still have issues with the same issues that created the issue in the first place. Okay? With the masculine energy. Even if you're the male as an emperor or as the empress, you, whoever you are, okay, viewer, I'm assuming you're this energy, the one that's wanting to receive and receive in a way here that's tangible in the 3D. So let me just do one more round and see, because I feel like I'm leaving the story sort of half cocked here. So, Spirit, in regards to pile number 4, can we just see, is there anything else here in regards to pile 4's person's realization, or anything pile 4 needs to know? And then I'll do the charms, okay? Pile 4's person, what are their realizations / what is it pile 4 needs to know about this situation, circumstance that's wanting to be communicated regarding this connection, the person they came here about, and their recent realizations. 2 Pentacles, 3 Cups. Yeah, okay. And then the 6 of Swords. Should we pull those? Sure. This one too. And these as well. Wow. So this is exactly what I read. Okay, even a no-brainer here. What do they want? Reconciliation. Move out of difficult times. But what's it coming from? A 2 Pentacle. It's like the 2 Pentacle here is either we could reconcile or I could just lose out. Like, I got to choose here, you know, and they're back and forth about deciding what it is that they can do for a reconciliation here. But it's like, I don't see a repair other than just, I don't want to be in a 5 Swords. I want to move out of conflict. I want to go to calmer waters here. And the only way is like to reconcile here with you. And it could be that this person it could be they weren't prioritizing you, or they were needing to choose this connection or offer you a pentacle, which is what you wanted as that empress. You wanted a pentacle, but they had 2. It's like, well, are you going to give the pentacle? Are you going to commit to the pentacle? Or are you going to keep 2 pentacles up in the air here about something? So now it's like, I don't want to address this. I don't want to give the 1 pentacle, but I do want a reconciliation and I don't want to argue. So let's just move on. Like, what? But you still got the 2. Like, why? What happened with the 1? Okay, there's that Emperor again. And there's death, transformation. So this is good, because this would mean what? Releasing something here. Proactively changing and releasing. Scorpio, Aries, a Page of Swords. So coming to understand something. Also wanting to communicate something. But this is the beginning stages of understanding. 5 of Wands, there's the conflict, eternal, oh my goodness, it's eternal conflict for this person. It's internal conflict. This is starting to understand something about internal conflict here, or understand what conflict means in this connection. When I do or say something, we have arguments. I got to change this. I got to move out of this energy. But it's all around this 2 Pentacle thing. But I still don't feel they did anything about it, but they might be understanding it needs to change. Otherwise they're just butting their heads up against the wall with you, and you guys aren't getting anywhere. So they want to have cohesive comings together with you, They feel you're their person. Okay, Ten of Wands in reverse, there's surrender, and it's putting down the thing that is too heavy to carry. So the thing that's too heavy to carry, for one, is the tension or the argument. I don't want this. I want to move away from this. And I'm understanding what was creating this tension, because every time you and I would try to be on the same page, that story of the pentacle would come up, most likely, That's how I'm piecing this together. Whatever the pentacle meant. You might have wanted the tangible, or a conversation about some birthing of something real. And this person needed to choose, or needed to prioritize, or needed to come on the same page as you. And they were maybe torn, or just not, I don't know. They transformed something. It's you or that other pentacle. It can't be both. Whatever that was, their work, their other life, their thing that needs to be released and transformed. It's like, surrender to this, flow. And this is what this is, surrendering, putting it down. It's too heavy to carry. The Tower in reverse, yeah. And so, beautiful angels, this is actually a very beautiful reading, okay? Why it was coming through in the first round, they're like, okay, they just sort of sweep it under the rug thing, because they know they haven't released and transformed just yet. They're in the process of surrender, which takes time to change and release. I feel this person is shedding certain things, okay? They're still conflicted about the process of this thing, but they certainly don't want to lose you. I feel this person has been preventing, like one, the massive impact of releasing or changing their life, maybe upside down, or doing whatever that pentacle thing is. And so they've been prolonging or delaying. Okay, but I don't feel they're resisting. I feel they've surrendered to this change, although it might be very slow. I do feel it's quite recent that they're having these realizations and this insight that they have to change, and things shifting, and that things are being released and put down. However, this Tower also signifies, it's like, I do not want to lose out on this opportunity with you and experience this Tower. Like, you're getting away, according to them. You're Queen of Pentacles, who's all the way in the corner over there, doing your own thing, focused on work, or being a Nine Pentacle, single, making it happen, confident on your own, being a fool out there, like just leaving them behind. They're like, don't leave me behind. I'm your emperor. I'm your emperor. I'm your empress, or whatever. I do feel it's the emperor, and it's like, you're just like they're dead weight or baggage here. They don't want to be baggage, and they don't want to be left behind. That's for sure. They don't want you to forget about them. But I do feel there was a codependent sort of energy. Okay. So it could be the soul bond as well. Very strong with the devil. Okay. In the Six Cups. But let's pull charms and see. What is this person's realizations? Pile number 4. Pile 4's person's realizations about pile number 4. Oh, we got quite a bit. Okay, so we have the empty shell, and then the full shell. So the shells could be about defensiveness. So this is like dropping our guard, dropping our shell. So maybe this person, where they were combative, and then we saw the Five of Wands like this. It's like, I don't want to argue about this no more. So maybe I'm putting down my defenses about this thing that I was trying to upkeep. I'm releasing it, or allowing there to be a change. Okay, now we have how many freaking hearts here? Heart here, heart here, heart here, heart here. Another heart. So we have 5 hearts, and I'm getting the 5 of Cups. Disappointment, looking at lost opportunity. And so if you've left them with the 10 swords, this person's feeling very sad with these 5 cups, okay? But here we have a heart with a bow, which is a gift and appreciation. This heart says, moons. Moons? I don't know what that means. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Moons. I don't know what that means. Then we have the eternity symbol going across the heart. This is totally giving me that energy. Like, I can't, this is a forever, like I can't let go of you. That's what it's giving me, a forever story here, but it does feel a little codependent, like I said. Okay, but we have like hollow hearts here. So this person could, like, look at the hollowness. This person could definitely be the type of person to be like, my life is like nothing without you. You know, whether they tell you or not, I don't know, but it feels very hollow here. Okay, we have the moon and the star. So Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius energy. But it's like fears, going after my dream, or like confused about how to make this vision happen. You could definitely be very much at a distance, could be a long distance as well with the star here. So we have the spade. Somebody might like gardening. Okay, but it's like digging up the past. I feel like there's a past here. I don't know, because it's needing to be released, you know, and it's like digging it out or digging up the dirt. This person's like, rather than digging up the dirt, like they just sort of skimmed over it, but it is creating an issue. Look at the pentacles. 2 pentacles. And one is all flimsy and one's like solid. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we have a thin little pentacle and then a thick pentacle. And I feel like one is a value here. And I feel it's this connection. And this person is having to be clear and honest. You know, like I feel there was a truth that needed to be spoken or clarity needed to be given with this Ace of Swords. And look at the house. So houses can talk about stability, security. So maybe it's like, I want to plan with the star here, or talk about, I don't know, it could be where to live or how to build, you know, this is giving me 4 wands even, like how do we build a security or stability or commitment? But I do feel this person feels very safe with you. We have another moon, so fear, confusion. It has a happy face in it. Yeah, 2 happy faces. So it's like, despite the fears, I feel this person's very happy with you. And then we have this charm, which kind of looks like a purse. So what's in a purse? It's like we carry our valuable stuff in this thing. I don't know, I'm getting Fool energy too. You know, the Fool carries like a very small sort of, what's it called? The hobo stick. I don't know. It's like just the bare essentials, you know? It's like this person needs to release a lot here. And I don't know that they were like, were they bringing a bunch of baggage into this connection, or like the devil could represent like a lot of toxicity and things that they were needing to leave behind. Here's a plane, so definitely there could be long distance. Okay, long distance travel. Maybe this person's wanting to travel to you, but definitely talks about like the distance you guys are experiencing in this connection. And we have the 2 pillars. So it's giving me High Priestess, Pisces energy, but the Emperor and the Empress, again, the 2 pillars, the foundation, the structure. And this is also an archway, which would be a transition. This Death card, it looks like it has some form of an archway here as well. I feel like there's a massive transition that's happening right now as this person releases and works through challenging things in their world that they're beginning to understand or see clearly here in order to provide some form of structure or stability. Look, the yin, the yang, so masculine, feminine. Yeah, and then we have the skull, which is totally giving me this Death card. So transformation, Scorpio energy. We have the word love. So yeah, we saw with all the hearts here for sure. There's love. Belief. We can talk about shedding what no longer is healthy, because the leaf sheds its leaves. It's the leaf. The tree sheds its leaves when it's like moving to the next phase or season. So this person's having to shed in order to be open to the next season. Here's a bow, which is all about appreciation. Okay, and showing appreciation, or this person feeling like you're definitely a gift to this person. I don't know that they've always shown appreciation or were honest. Okay, we see the pointy feather. So it's kind of giving me an Ace of Swords still, but feathers are about getting acceptance from the universe or ancestors in regards to pursuing our path. So definitely divinely guided here. and we see a tree. So again, security, stability. This tree is giving me Emperor energy. Home. I feel this person's a homebody. Maybe they're like really tied to some family structure. You know, trees are about family. The devil and the tree could be something with their health as well. So I don't know if they're battling some form of health issue, or they're really relying on like some structure that might be old or needing to like be shifted out of. And this was the Two Pentacle. It's like, do you want to remain, you know, sort of where you're at? Because there is some form of a stability or some form of structure, but it could have been that it was getting quite stagnant. Then I need to transition. So here we have the bunny with the time. It looks like the little bunny from Alice in Wonderland. So what does he say? I'm going to be late for an important dinner date. I don't know if that's what he says, but it always gives me divine timing, and bunnies do talk about being skittish or running. So maybe this person was like taking their time. And it's like, okay, well, it's time for you to, I don't know, do something here, like be honest about something or get directed and pick this pentacle. Yeah, rather than just sort of delay your run here. And then we have the horsey. I don't know. It doesn't look like a Pegasus. So it doesn't have wings, but it's just a horse. Horses talk about freedom and horsepower, which is like the independent empowerment is what I wanted to say. Empowerment to make independent choices. This person could be an independent sort of person who likes to make decisions for their own liberation and freedom, but I don't know if other people are sort of involved in this thing. It does feel like it could be family. Okay, could be. Or their upbringing. But it's like this person is needing to choose freedom or need to choose like how to be empowered to make moves and choices. Light bulb. So they're finally seeing or understanding, okay, because this is like we finally got an idea or finally seeing the light. We're finally getting some form of like light in the dark to see our way through. I'm also getting Aquarius energy from this light bulb. And then we have a little angel wing, but just one. So again, divine guidance. It's kind of looking like a cloud though. And so clouds could talk about confusion, but I like to see the Ace of Swords. So whatever was confusing, internal conflict, they were being divinely guided to step into the truth. Okay, and then we have a monkey with a big head. Big-headed monkey. So hard to get these in frame. Let me see if I do it like that. So I don't know if someone has a stuffed animal that looks like this. Curious George, but maybe you call him a little monkey. Big-headed monkey could be a nickname here, but it's the monkey mind, you know. I feel like this person could definitely have like conflicting thoughts, or it's like the monkey mind is going nonstop, and then we could feed whatever thought. And if we're on one pentacle, we get clear, you know, but if we have two, it's like we can't get clear because of the confusion and the monkey mind. And I don't know, this person could definitely be like high energy. That's what I'm getting with this little monkey, you know, and even with this horse. But yeah, so the realizations I feel are for the good towards this connection, but I don't know how far some of you guys have maybe stepped away, you know, but I don't feel this person is choosing the past. I feel this person is looking forward to the future with you, but I just feel this person knows it'll be painful to release or to go through this transformation, and that there's going to be a tower either which way. Like, and I don't feel they're at the point where the tower they want experiences with you, like losing out on you. And so it's like surrendering to the fact that I got to reconcile or come forward and make peace here in regards to the argument we have. So if you haven't left, it's not necessarily a reconciliation so much as it is, let's come together about what it was we were arguing about or what we couldn't agree on. So I don't want to argue about this. I don't want to lose you. I want to move out of that energy. And I'm ready to just put down my idea of whatever it was that I was hanging on to, because I finally am understanding what you mean to me, or at least that this is in my best interest here. Okay, even though it seems a little codependently like stuck to you, but I do feel it's getting them out of a situation that it's time to move from. Pile number 4, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.